Hey guys, we are out in Lucas today petting horses. 55 out here, horses checking it out. I don't know where the other guys are at, but we are out here to solve a problem that a lot of people have on these smaller paddocks. Let me walk you around here so I can show you. So you can see the horses all congregate in this area, and it's just turns into a big old mud pit when it rains. This gate opened up here. So what's happening is, it rains and all this out here turns to mud. Just dirt, horse poop piled up over the years. And it causes a big mess, right? And then, now it's higher out here, it's lower in the barn, so water's settling everywhere. It just turns into a mess. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come dig all of this out. We're going to pile it over here for now, and we'll deal with that later, but get all this dug down nice and smooth. Then we're going to put down a layer of geotextile fabric, and then we're going to put Geocell on top of it, and I'll show you guys all this while we're doing it, but right now we're just getting the dirt out of here. But we'll put that Geocell on it, and then we'll fill it all in and compact it with decomposed granite. Have it nice and flat and hard so the horses can walk on here without having, mud, standing in mud and water puddles. And we get all this cut out here, and this here in the barn as well. So we'll get all that cut out and piled up and ready to be hauled off. And then once we get it all leveled out and smooth, we'll put that fabric down and Geocell, and then get going on getting this thing packed in here. So you can see the horses are all checking everything out. This guy, I think, is going to be my biggest fan. So yeah, let me get you guys set up, and we'll get to going. Alright, we're going to get started by roughing this up here. I'm going to use the tooth bucket. Just get all this hard packed ground broke up. And then we'll come back in with the tilt bucket and smooth everything out. Careful here, because there is like power running into this barn, and I don't know exactly how deep that is, so we're going to go nice and slow in this area, which we want to leave the ground sloping away from the barn, so I'm not going to go as deep on this side anyway. That power should be at least 3 feet in the ground per code, but you never know, so we're going to take it slow. go here next to the fence. Keep the neighbor's water from coming over here too, so we don't need any extra water. gonna do it for this little trip out here at the horse barn. Let me show you what I got. So we dug out that big old pile of dirt. I know the camera doesn't do it justice. But it's a big old pile of dirt. Got another pile over here. I'll show you. So I got all this area cut out and cut down. So I got it's sloping this way from the middle, and it's sloping that way from the middle, and then it's sloping back out the gate that way. I still got this this area underneath the lean-to to cut out, and inside the barn to cut out. But I want to cut that inside of the barn out first, so that I can make sure we're higher in there than we are out here in the lean-to, which is also higher than this area here. That way there's no water that sits around in the barn if anything gets collected. I got all this. This is a load of cushion sand that the customer had dumped here previously. I'm gonna go get the skid steer in the morning, and I'm gonna get this and move it out of the way so I can clean up these edges. I'm going to move that dirt pile over so I can clean up that edge. And I still got that edge over there by the fence to clean up, which I'm going to leave some of that because it's a kind of a berm between this place and the neighbors to keep their water from coming over here. But all this is cut out, and I'll skin all this down with the skid steer when I get her tomorrow. You see that I gotta get that cut out. But there's a concrete floor underneath that tack room. So I don't want to get down too low below that, so we're just going to take out what we need here so we can put put the granite in and get it compacted. Got this cut out to here, which really we should probably go ahead and do an apron around the front of this too. I'll have to look at the bid. I don't think that was included, but we'll look at that and get it figured out. This side, got all this cut out. Oh, there's another big pile of dirt over there. You can kind of see this windrow here. It goes along that fence. I'm going to leave some of that so we don't have water shedding off the neighbor's property onto here. But so all this slopes back towards me and slopes out that way. So I'll get that pile of dirt moved and we'll slick all that up. So in theory, any water comes in here or runs out that way and runs out into the swell and on out of the pasture. It stays out of the paddock here, or the dry lot. So yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, I got the gates functioning again. I don't think these gates have they haven't functioned in quite some time. These still don't shut all the way because I got to cut that out of the middle, but they you can open and close the gates. These gates here obviously still can't because they're the dirt pile up against them. These were both off the hinges. I got this one fixed, so it's fully functioning again. This one, the hinge is actually broke. The oil broke off the hinge. So you can see now, that's where it attaches to the post, and this part here broke off. So we'll get that figured out, see if they want me to weld that back on there for them. We'll get those gates or those doors functioning. So yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for today. I don't know, I've been out here for, I don't know, maybe 4 hours today. But I'll get the skid steer tomorrow, get that sand moved out of my way so I can finish this little section here. I'm going to bring that, this is a washing platform here, so I'm going to bring that granite out to here, so this will be a nice area. and we'll dig out this little piece of dirt here, and once all that sand's out of the way, I'll get that and dig that out. We'll put granite there too. That way you have a nice working area here. You can tie horses up there and wash them, do your thing. So yeah, that's a wrap today. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. The horse wants to say bye. It's a long pony. Yeah. Look at his braids. Alrighty. Now we're out of here. Well, that one's got a nice braided mane too. Yeah. You want some pets before I go? Yeah. I know. Okay, now we're out of here. Peace.